Hello everyone, or whoever is there. I don't know who is even there. So, hello, you.
Hello everyone.
There you go, there's me. There it is. I can see myself on Twitch. There is YouTube telling me, hey, you're on. There it is, yep. And here's YouTube, alright. I need a presentation thing, yeah. Buonasera, Simon. How's it going, mate? Yes, so we're on. Let's see, let's make sure everything's working. Yeah, it's all working here. Okay. We're online. So if you're on Twitch as well, please give us a follow on Twitch. We're trying to grow Twitch. It's I'm trying to get to 50. I think it's 50 or 60 that I have to get to. I don't know. I think it's 50 in order to grow there, because yeah, there's not that many people there. I think I have like 9 or 10 now. I don't remember really, but very, very few. So yeah, if you can give us a follow there, it'd be amazing. That really, really helps to grow there in Twitch and Twitch community. But yes. So I'm a bit late again. Honestly, I thought I could make it with something prepared, but I failed because I couldn't find the right assets. So I'm just gonna. I thought, why not just do it in Livestream, right? I have that thing, that sort of conundrum that I have to go through, right? What things should I do on the live stream, and what things should I do by myself and prepare them and bring them in the live stream, right? If I can do something in enough time, in a sensible enough amount of time, and to bring into the live stream, it makes sense to do that. But in many cases, I mean, I don't know. I think I should do the more I can in the live stream, right? In this case, I was thinking about, we were building a tower defense. So I was thinking, well, can we actually bring some assets into this tower defense? Can we start bringing some assets to give some life to our little game? And I think that would be nice. That would be very, very nice, wouldn't it? So, what do we need? We need towers. We need upgrade options for the towers, right? We can't just have like a any kind of tower, right? I mean, we need upgrade options for the towers, right? We need our towers to be capable of improving, right? And it's to kind of make sense, right? We also need enemies, and the enemies obviously have to make sense in a way. And yeah, and we need like short range enemies, let's say, right? And maybe some long range something, let's think for now, the 2 options there, a couple of options of different sorts of enemies, like a faster one, like an armored enemy, and more like different enemies that have different sorts of defenses, right? Like say an enemy that is that has more armor, so they get less damage from less physical damage, right, from different things, but they get more magical damage or something like that, right? So the theme that will depend a lot on the theme. So I think that what we need is to go and look for assets, right? So let's go look. We're going to be using Kenny's website. We're going to be using either Kenny's assets or Quaternius assets. If you know any other website with Creative Commons assets, we need to use Creative Commons assets for a simple reason. I want to turn this into a package, into a template, right? I'm probably going to release it as soon as I have like I want to reach a goal. I want to reach a goal in order to release it. I want to say, okay, when we're here, I release it as a package. So if you're watching this, right, and you want to help us out and bring this thing out there, right? When I say as a package, I mean it's an open source package, right? So I want to open source the code, and I want to open source all that stuff. So yeah, help us out. Join our YouTube, join our Twitch, and yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's do that, and let's think of a goal. I don't know if it's the 50 followers or something like that, but I think the best thing, instead of me thinking about this as a like a game, thinking like, oh, I'm making a game, I'm more thinking about it like I'm making a template. That should be the goal. I should make a really good template, and then you make a game that I can play here live, okay, that I can play live for everyone else. So I think that would be the best, right? So people get the template and then make the game. How's that sound? Sounds good, right? And as always, I can make a light template and a pro template, all that, you know, that I always try to do. But to serve the beautiful, amazing people who have bought licenses, always thank you so much. That support is just amazing. But yes, okay, let's see, let's get started. I'm just gonna go and show you the I'm just gonna open the Kenny's website here, and the okay, we had someone on Twitch and they disappeared. I think it's just you and me here, Simeon. So yeah, most people will see these probably later on. I know the Fridays are very competitive day. Most people are not here in live streams and all that. So unless I start doing some crazy shit, I don't think people will show up. You know, at least not many people. I don't know. We may have a couple more people, but I really doubt many people will be showing up. So yes, we're just gonna come here, and I'm gonna show you the different things I've been looking at, and I'm very undecided, very undecided. I really don't know what we're gonna be doing, so I was just gonna show you what I have here, what I've been looking at. All right. So here we are. Here we have this is Kenny's website, right? And as you can see, we have some options for the towers themselves. Okay, so let's go page 1. Kenny has a tower defense kit. Okay, so this is Kenny, right? KENNEY.NL. He has here, by the way, follow him on Blue Sky, follow him on, you know, get a you know, become a patron if you can, donate, all that, you know, always help artists, you know, support artists doing the art, you know, always, if you can, always support the artists. Mostly the artists bring in some amazing Creative Commons stuff, you know, for free, right? For free. So if you can support, like, just give them a donation, even small donation, I'm sure it's better than not giving them anything, right? Back for everything they give forth to everyone for free. I mean, and not just for free. I mean, Creative Commons, right? CC0, look at this. You can use it however you want. And that's why we're going to use these sorts of assets that are CC0, because we want to make sure that we can add it to the package, you know, freely, safely. And but of course, we never want to do that. I always like to make an emphasis on promoting the artists and the people who build these amazing, beautiful things, because they are absolutely lifesavers, amazing people. So yes, the other day I think it's so Kenny wrote something on Blue Sky somewhere, like saying, you know, if I could think of a groundbreaking idea or something, do something groundbreaking. I mean, this is pretty groundbreaking to me. I mean, the stuff he does. You can just come here into his website and get inspired. I mean, just looking at the assets and thinking, oh, what could I build with this? You know, this tower defense kit, this train kit, you know, this holiday kit, you know, the roller coaster kit, you know, all this stuff is so cool, so nice. The mini market, this retro urban kit, mini golf, mini golf. I love the mini golf games in VR. It's so great, and yeah, all the stuff you can do with this is really insane. So, you know, support them if you can. Always support the artists and the creators in general, the creators that you like. Always support them if you can, economically, and following them, and, you know, giving them a like. Always, right? Anywhere. And okay, so if we're just going to think of this as we need towers, right? The tower defense kit should work, right? In the sense that, okay, we could use this as towers. But the thing is, doesn't make sense when we don't have the characters for it yet, because this doesn't have any characters. So we can't really use this by itself. This has this I don't think you can see. I don't know, because the image is pretty low quality here. So I'm gonna try and show it to you. I'm gonna try expand it here. Let's see if we can let's look at this here. Okay, yeah, I think it's more visible there. There. So you can see we have these weapons. We have these towers that could have I don't know, that could throw things like arrows and things like that. Like these towers could just throw arrows. We could have this thing throwing arrows. Like we could have this on top of a tower, right? We could have this, like one of these on top of any of these towers. But then I don't know, like, is this thing like a magic thing? Like this magic crystal ball implementer of some kind. And so yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? What's the upgrade? What are the upgrade options we have here? Because these all seem like very similar sort of towers, right? Let's look closer. Yeah, I think this is the same as this one. This is just a metallic version of this catapult here. So yeah, that's the thing, right? I'm not sure if someone has any ideas, someone's watching this live and has any ideas about this. But yeah, I'm still very unsure about using this as a template, because we need to be very like as much as this is beautiful in quality, right? I need to be very precise in we need to be very precise in what we what people perceive from this, right? I think so the upgrade could obviously be just, you know, adding another base to the tower and things like that, but that doesn't really add to the massiveness of how it's more powerful. How's the tower more powerful now, right? And yeah, that won't cut it. That won't cut it. 100% won't cut it. Like if we had like this say that this javelin thing, this becomes then the cannon thing, and we make the cannon bigger, I don't know, something like that. Or if we could have like, maybe he has another package that has more of these sorts of you know, tools there, right? I don't know. Let's look further. That's what I mean, that I'm not still convinced 100% about what to use. Mostly on the character side, because like I look at the different characters. Like he has this mini characters one package, right? And yeah, these are not. None of these look like enemies for a tower defense right now, right? Yeah, so that's a problem there that we need to find a solution for. Like, well, this had a few cannons there, right? That we could use perhaps. What else? What else? This one. Let's look at mini market. We could use. Is there something here we could use as a weapon? Like, you know, capitalism. Let's use capitalism as a weapon. Let's just put it there. Just a print money machine or something like that. Inflation. That's gonna be our weapon. Amazing. So here we have some stuff that we could use as enemies, right? Like little minions there, right? Like these blocky characters, this zombie and the little ghost there, skeleton there. This is things that we could potentially use as enemies, as sort of monsters or things that come after us. Yeah, that's a possibility. The castle kit. Oh, look at this. The castle kit has some interesting stuff. If we remove the wheels from this, maybe it could look like more like a tower, like an archer tower. But we have the other towers there and the tower defense thing, so that makes more sense for towers and that stuff. So yeah, we need some sort of upgrade to the different weapons, right? And to have different kinds of weapons do different things. So yeah, that's the concern here. What do we add? What do we do with these enemies? Well, we didn't look at the picture where it was all built up, right? Okay, we have this javelin thing here again, another javelin like this. But it has wheels. We don't need it on wheels. We need something we can put on a tower or something like that, right? We need a way to upgrade the tower in a way. Someone has ideas, please bring them on. I'm happy to hear ideas and how to sort of make the upgrades and the towers. And for now, we're just looking at Kenny's assets. We could look into. We're going to look into Quaternius now, and but yeah. One of the best ones I saw that got me pretty, like, I'm not gonna say convinced, but got me like, because no, convinced I don't know, because I didn't have any options for upgrades, at least no sensible options for upgrades that I could see. But this one here, the if you can see, I don't know if you can see this. But it has these towers, right? Sorry, it has these guns that are really interesting, right? So making like a space tower defense thing. It has these guns here that could upgrade from this one, because this one is like a smaller one, like a smaller version, and then there's this one, right? So we could have that. I mean, that could work. We could actually bring this one to be the upgrade to the other one we have to the other one we have there. Definitely. But yeah, but I don't know. We actually need we need some more stuff. So we have at least we have some kind of pathway here, some kind of pathway to something. This tower upgrading to this tower, right? We have something there. This could actually be some kind of, we could use this antennas things, right, as a weapon, right? We could say like some kind of energy weapon. Like this could be a melee, like a proper bullets, and this could be an energy weapon. Yeah, that would be a interesting, an interesting use. So Simon is saying the reason why everybody use solid colors in their assets as material is for the FPS thing, or they prefer to keep it simple so that they don't go through, they don't go true. The unwrapping baking textures thing, am I right? It depends. Like actually it's controversial. Here's the thing. If you were doing it for if you were doing this for performance, right? You would have to create some sort of atlas map. So the best way to do this, right, if you want pure performance, is just have an atlas map, right? And use one material for each one of your assets, right? And have that material use the one texture for everything, right? That would create the least amount of draw calls. Yeah, and you could have, if your assets could somehow share the material, I don't know how, but if they could share the material, they could share the material. Yeah, they could share the material. If you have, yeah, if the unwrapping, yeah, if the unwrapping makes sense, you could share the material. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, so you could unwrap them all differently, and then every one of them shares the material. You have 2 draw calls, right? So that's really good. That's really good. That's the best, most performant way. That's the most performant way I would do it. If this is just solid colors, if this, like this yellow thing is a material, and then you have this like a material with a yellow color, and then you have this thing with a gray material with a gray color, and this is it. Then you have a 1 draw call, 2 draw calls, 3 draw call. You know, so it's each material you add, you have another draw call, another draw call, another draw call. You see, so the best thing is to unwrap everything, to wrap everything into one single material. And if you have like into one single, in one single material, one single texture, and in general, a material, a texture atlas that has a bunch of colors, right? You can just wrap these things with a single color, so you can have a color palette, right? So usually it's a texture with a color palette, and you just use that as your atlas. And so you use that, which is very, very lightweight, and your game becomes super performant, like super performant. Because I would say that 99% of the problem with performance is just instantiating a bunch of materials everywhere and all these things, because polygons are not that bad compared to draw calls, I would say. Yeah, because you have to go through, through the GPU every time, so yeah, I would say that's probably the worst part. But yes, I don't know. We have something cooking here. I think we have something cooking here. Maybe we can use one of these as some sort of tower or something. I think we can sell it as. Can we sell one of these as a tower? Can we sell them as, hey, this is actually a tower? Believe me, this is a tower. Just try to imagine it. Try to just focus, and this is a tower. And I would like some kind of missile launcher or something, like a proper missile launcher. We need a missile launcher, right? This will require a missile launcher, but I don't think we have one. I don't think we have one here. We need a proper one, but yeah. Okay, it's coming here. Anyone else? Am I right? or that can be tolerated. Ah, sorry, I didn't see I didn't see the other messages. But yeah, it's that's more or less the the catch there, right? Does Rogue Engine batch the meshes? No, it's I mean, you have to do that yourself, right? You can create the batching with the THREE.js in Rogue Engine, right? I mean, that doesn't do it automatically for you, right? You just, I mean, it's just giving you components for THREE.js. That's all really Rogue Engine is doing for you there, and putting the assets there. But you can definitely just create a component that batches everything you have down there, turns everything into a batch mesh. 100%. I could actually build something like that. I could build a tool like that. I'm thinking. You got me thinking there. Yeah. And in fact, I think I have something like that. I think I've been working on something like that for a while. The problem is that the more I get in the way, the more I try to get in your way to do these things, to batch all these things, right? The more I start like breaking the stuff you have. Or not really fitting your solution, right? And sometimes what you want is, sometimes what you want is more dynamic things to come up, right? So it's more to create these more dynamic things. And perhaps if you just add this component to this thing that you're adding into the scene, that makes more sense for you. Because it kind of fits into a more dynamic, a more dynamic approach. Because one size fits all, it's never a thing, it's never, it never ends really well, right? You always have to go through this, it says, I implemented that in my engine. The tricky thing is custom shaders need to include the batch invert calculation. That's, when you start getting into the nitpicky things, suddenly everything starts breaking apart, or not making sense, or you made all this effort and nobody's using it because nobody understands what's going on, and suddenly someone brings in a model and it breaks. And like I remember when I tried it like a few times, I had something that worked, but you're always sacrificing something else. So is it worth sacrificing that, or is it more worth it just giving the user the freedom to say, okay, they can do it. It's not that hard to do it. It's not that predictable the way to do it, but you can definitely do it, and it really works. I mean, you can definitely do it. I mean, and it will be okay, right? But yeah, you're right that it can totally be done, and I could absolutely start working on some tooling for it. But like I said, I would have to try and be my philosophy here is don't get in the way. Get at least the most out of the way possible from the user being able to customize their solution. If I'm bringing in this sort of, okay, I batch your stuff, then the user has no control over that. To providing the user most control over that, like saying, okay, I want to batch this and batch this in this way, right? And making it a simple solution, that's very tricky. Right? We'll have to like start like clicking down on everything. Okay, I want to batch this and this and this and this and this, or no, unbatch this, and no, things can get very complicated. They're also, you're batching things there. Yeah, all right. But then, how about all the textures, right? Are you going to create like this massive texture with all the stuff inside, right? Is that going to be downloaded with everything within the game? Like, so is that going to be loaded before everything else? So that would break the actual, one of the benefits that Rogue Engine brings is the fact that you can it makes it easy for you to download assets as you need them. So that means that now if everything's sort of batched and you have this massive texture with everything there, you have to preload that if everything is in there. So if you have this small little texture there, I don't know, I think in general you end up making, if you have an artist working with you, or if you have some kind of, if you're working in your own art for your game, like I would say most games out there like have at least one artist working there. It's easier to tell the artist, hey, let's make everything you do, let's try to make it into wrap it all into the same texture. And that solves it for you. Absolutely. You have one batch mesh and you have everything. So unless you're really, who am I solving the problem for? Is it someone who doesn't have an artist and never going to publish a game? Who are we solving the problem for? I think that's one of the most important problems here to understand if we are actually solving something for. Who is it being solved for as well, right? So Simeona says, so now you will have them to import everything in 3ds Max, assign a random color to each element, give it a name, unwrap, export, import to Substance Painter, texture it, and export everything except for moving parts as a GLB file, or access the rotating parts of GLB with traverse, since they will be children of a bigger parent. Then Benton says, expose a 3 object component and a 3 mesh component, and the user can choose if they want a row 3 object or a batch 1. That would make sense. 1 batch mesh per material. It's tricky, definitely tricky. Needs to expose escape hatches so you don't make things impossible. That's the thing. How do you make those escape? Also, how do you make those escape hatches make sense, right? Because it doesn't make sense without the escape hatch, right? For the user, right? And again, who is this for? Who's this for again, right? Because at the end of the day, if in general, if you have a decent artist in your team, a barely decent artist in your team, they're just making the object, saying, okay, let's do the objects with one material and and create these atlas maps. Artists can do that, and any decent artist can do this. Just create atlas maps and baking the meshes and all this thing. Any decent artist can do this. So are we talking about people who have no idea? And I was saying, okay, let's make people have no idea. Let's wrap and unwrap their stuff and make it easy for them to make a game. I think that's the point, right? Are they actually users we should be absolutely focusing on? That's the trick. That's another tricky part, right? Who are you spending the most time in? The people who are actually going to make a game and publish it, or the people who are never going to publish a game because they, even if you gave them everything, they're just never going to finish the last 10%. Because that's the hardest part to finish, like that last 10%. And I would say it's hard. It's hard. I would always recommend people, even if you have all those tools, I would always recommend people bring your assets from an asset production pipeline, right? Bring your assets from Blender and have them very well made in Blender, and then you put them together here. You have your animations, you have your material and your texture, and you have all these things. You put them together here. Can you prototype with other things? Yeah, you can prototype. We're prototyping right now with this thing, right? But I wouldn't call this a complete game at all until we actually, we have like something that's worth releasing. Of course, this is going to be very performant. It's nitpicky, right? Because honestly, we have like 30 draw calls. It's gonna be very performant anyway. It's not going to be bad at all. So it depends. It depends on how you do it. But eventually, I would probably either create a code solution or go into Blender and modify the assets to my liking. But yeah, let's go back to thinking about the let's see this. Simeona says, "You're one-man army. We don't work in Ubisoft." No, but I'm not saying you don't need to work in Ubisoft to know how to do this. I mean, in fact, you know what? Infansia, the channel Infansia. let me look at this guy for a second. Wait. Let me come back here for a second. Oh no, what did I do? There. Wait, let me show you. What's the name of the channel? What's the name of the channel? Let me look for it. Do you know the channel Infancia? Infancia. Okay. I'm gonna show you this. I don't know if you can see it now there. No, I'm not showing anything. Here you go. This lad, he has this thing, this channel, really amazing channel. If you don't know how to model, or if you know how to model and you want to see how to create models that work in any game engine, really in any game engine, he focuses on Unity, which means that it'll work it'll definitely work for Rogue Engine, and I think he does some good as well, but his most popular videos are about Unity or Blender, right? Blender mostly like building stuff in Blender in a few minutes. He just goes in and models this thing very fast, and then he exports it, and it's one material with one color palette. And the funny thing is that if you have you have the unwrapping and all that, and if you have the same material with the same color palette and you just throw it in all these assets that have the same color palette as he shows you how to do, you have one Druckle, like two Druckles, like, you know, that's really good, I think, you know. And he helps you make all these amazing assets and shows you, you know, how to produce them. And yeah, I would very much recommend going with this approach, even if you have a batching thing and all that. Go with this thing. I mean, because if your assets are built for the game, you know, if you're making assets for a game that you're going to publish and all that, this is the way to go, I think. Yeah, he has some Unreal Engine stuff as well there, you know. But yeah, this guy, I mean, just go and look at his channel, you know. Very good stuff if you want to see how to optimize your assets the most and make the best out of Blender 4 games. This is the way to go. This is the way to go, and he's really good at it. He's really good at it, and he'll definitely give you, or definitely teach you how to do it. So yeah, go look at it. Go have a look at Infancia's channel. So unfortunately nowadays, every game developer needs to be 3D modeler, programmer, engineer, architect, so to keep up with every client demand, and not only but you are your most important client, I think, to work in your creative process. That I said, one man army is jack of all trades, but I think if you will develop your own workflow, one man can do many things also. Yes. And if you look at, go watch Infancia's channel and see the stuff he's doing and how he does it. He does this he's modeling in like 10 minutes and shows you how to do it. It's ridiculously easy. Well, he obviously is not as easy as he makes it up to be, right? But because he's very used to it, and he has really good taste, which is, I think, the most important part of an artist. Is an artist is an artist, right? And an artist has good taste, mostly, right? A good artist has good taste. That's the difference between a good artist and a bad artist, right? I could portray myself as an artist and go around and build stuff on model stuff, but then my stuff might not be as good as a really good artist stuff. They have this thing, you know, in them. You know, some things can't be taught. Some things you just have them, and I think the artists just have that, right? And what would you recommend for us? This is Tom McCurdy. Welcome, Tom. Thank you for being here. Thank you. We're just a few people here. You're one of a niche, one of a kind of people that comes here, watching this bald guy talking with a beard here in front of you. Incredible. You're amazing. Imagine that. What would you recommend for building something that is designed to be accessed via the web browser or mobile in browser? For simple focus board game style games. Exactly that. Exactly the approach I just thought before. That's what I would do. One atlas map, or a few, 2 or 3 if you want. Like if I were to make anything, the best thing, the least draw calls you can have, the best performance you're gonna have. We're talking about board games, and then I think if you're talking about like 3D board games in this case, right? Because we're talking about 3D engine here. But for a board game sort of 3D engine, I would I would use the same approach for any game. Least amounts of draw calls. Just focus on having like maybe an atlas map, one color palette, and making everything the least complicated possible. But honestly, you can bring... I mean, this is for massive optimization if you want to have a bunch of other things happening and focus on, doing something heavy load on other parts and making this widely available to any device, right? But honestly, you can get away with a bunch of things. You can really stretch it. I mean, you can have 30, 50, and even more draw calls. You can have a lot of draw calls, and it's not going to hurt you a lot if you're not doing too much. But yes, I would highly recommend trying to put your textures, even if it's a color palette or anything, into an atlas map, and always use atlas maps, and try to keep one texture, one atlas map, things like that. That would be my best recommendation. And and you can use Rogue Engine for that. 100% Rogue Engine for that. Rogue Engine, 3JS, sorry, 3JS with Rogue Engine, right? And that would be my recommendation, always. But yes, Simeon says we must create a maze thriller game where beardscript is going to hunt down the victims through the maze. Who are the victims? I want to know who am I hunting down, and how am I going to be the character in that game? That will need to be that's another thing that needs to be talked about. Yeah, but okay. Yeah, thank you all for participating in the chat. Please give it a like, give the video a like, and yeah, keep chatting, keep bringing in questions and concerns and notes, and yeah, anything. Honestly, I'm criticism. I'm thick-skinned. I don't care. No, I care. I care about criticism. I care in a good way. I think criticism is good. So yeah, let's bring it in. Okay, yeah. For the most part, if we're thinking about Kenny's assets, then right, thinking about Kenny here, right? Our lovely friend Kenny, again, become a patron, and all that, support the lad, because amazing lad. Here you can see, oh, this is okay, wait. No, wait, yes or no? No. Are these like UFOs? Is this like a flying saucer? No. Well, maybe yes. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. Very pretty, definitely. I mean, this guy can definitely do stuff. But yeah, I would say I'm torn apart. This is one option we could have. Like, you see this this gun here, but I'm torn about the upgrades, right? How do we do an upgrade with this thing? I'm not a fan of the upgrade route here with this. So we're gonna have to see what we do there. Yeah, so let's go. Let's look at the Quaternius options. Let's look at the option Quaternius gives us. All right, again, like I said before, okay, support the artists, support them, go and give them some money there, donate. You know, you have a button there to donate. Just press it down there, kenny.nl, press the donate button, help them out. You know, give them some coins there. You know, throw some coins to the artists. You know, they definitely could use at least the motivation to keep building these Creative Commons assets for every one of us to prototype or to build games. You know, you can build complete games with this, definitely. You know, I mean, it's, you know, amazing they're building these things for free. So help them out. Always, as always. Okay, so Quaternius has a more varied amount of characters that we can bring into the game. Quaternius has an incredible amount of characters, which is something I really like about Quaternius assets. So many characters, so many fun things as well, right? Different things. Again, Quaternius, Creative Commons 0, you know, CC 0 assets, so amazing. Go donate. You know, you can buy all his stuff for $3. You know, like, just, I mean, you can download each one of them, but you can also download everything all in one, $3. Or you can become a patron, right? So yeah, I don't know. I would say it's a pretty good deal for all the stuff he brings out to the table, you know. So always support the artists. Always support them. You know, go help them out. Pirate theme. Do we want a pirate theme tower defense game? Do we want one? I don't know. Let's see. These are some really good enemies here, right? These are some really nice enemies we could bring in. Look at that. Look at that. Now, tower-wise, you see characters in the Quaternius side. Really good. But tower-wise, in that case, we're a bit lost, right? We need more options. Let's look at these. Yeah, I'm not thinking about blocky stuff there, but let's look at this. Let's have a look at this. This one here, for instance, right? I've used these for a game, actually. I've used this for a game, for a multiplayer game I did. And these are really nice assets. And you could have these, yeah, I think, yeah, but you don't have anything here that could turn into a tower for anything, right? Yeah, as much as I like these, they're not suitable, I think, for a tower defense. At least not to my intentions, to my artistic intentions in this moment, this very moment. Let's look at something else here. Okay, let's look at something else. Like I said, this is a live production of the game, right? We're just deciding on assets because we're not going to make the assets ourselves, because I don't want to bore you with my horrible skills on making assets. We're going to grab some of these amazing artists and we're going to promote them. We're going to promote the use of their stuff, and that you go and subscribe, you know, become a patron, help them out. That's what we're going to do. You know, we're going to support the artists in that way. Yeah, so some of these towers could work. They could work. But I am unconvinced. I am still unconvinced. I'm still very unconvinced. See what I mean? Like, I spent so much time like just going through these things and thinking, what should I do? What should I do? And yeah, I still haven't decided. Very undecided. Yeah. We have more here. We have more of these sort of towers here. But yeah, we don't have options of weapons. We need weapons. Now, I remember one that I saw from Quaternius. Now I'm thinking, yeah, I saw one from Quaternius. This one here. Look at this. He has some really good weapons here, right? That could work as like upgrades, right? Sort of this steampunk vibe. Right, very nice. Don't they look amazing? Look at that. Look at how amazing they look. Let's just open them up here. Look at this. This looks awesome. I mean, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I love this steampunk sort of theme stuff. It looks so good. So good. And we could have like, this could be, you have some rapid fire ones and some like missile launcher thing, you know, like throwing like 1 missile, 4 missiles, 2 missiles things, you know. This could actually work, right? And this could be an energy weapon, right? So to like, yeah, like some kind of energy weapon for the armored troops, right? So you want to fight the armored enemies with energy weapons. So you want to have like an energy tower that's, you know, has lots of damage, but it's a little bit slower. Mid-range, right? Energy weapon, a little slower, but it makes a lot of damage, mostly to armored enemies. Then a you know, a weapon with bullets, I think, something like that, you know, that won't easily penetrate armor, so you would make less damage to armored enemies, but you would actually yeah, if armored enemies won't receive that much damage, but they're a lot faster, so they make, you know, you hit a lot more enemies. So if the enemy is not armored, you would destroy them. So it makes sense, you know. They're cheaper as well, right? They're cheaper than energy weapons. There's like massive thing here. I don't know. Looks like pine cone, like a pineal gland. Getting high with this or something. I don't know. Look at that. So you make like an area attack, like the sides, have like in the middle there, and attack to the sides. That could work. That could work, right? That could work. You have this small one. Look, you having smaller versions. You really brought in a bunch of options. Really, he's giving us a bunch of options here. If we think of two sorts of weapons that we would need, think of guns, right? Guns wise, could be like, for instance, this, and this for like 1, 2, and 3 upgrade, right? Then we could have missile launcher thing, right? It could be 1, 2, and 3, right? And yeah, and then we could have what else? And the energy weapon, this one here, that could be with the first one, could be this one here, right? 1, 2, and 3 like this, or 2 and 3 like a really big one, like, you know, massive. Oh, this one here, right? A bit bigger. That's a good option. We can have that. I think this could work. I actually think this could work. The problem is finding the right enemies for this, right? Finding the right theme of enemies to bring into the table here, right? That's the tough part, right? That's I think the thing we have to think about here. Let's see. Simeon says, if you put sort of cement block like dot and this rusty cannon on top, definitely will be looking dope and real. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. That could work. That could be a thing. I really like the Quaternius assets in general. He has some really good characters in general, right? But let's see if these towers, I really like them. I think these turrets could work as the things that we want to use for this turret defenses now, right? A turret defense. It has turned into turret defense. Now, which enemies do we use, right? Because we have a bunch of options here. Okay, we have this like mechs. This mechs here, it could be interesting, right? Could be interesting to do with mechs, and we have these. What else we have? Yeah, we have these lads here, but I don't think they are enemies. They could be heroes, but not enemies. I don't think so. They at least they don't look like the enemies we would fight in this thing. There's the animated monsters, like these little monsters here. Yeah, I don't think they fit this specific game. Like this look with the towers. I mean, it has to make some kind of sense, right? This with this, I think fits quite well, right? But now we have to look for the characters that fit that, and that's the tough part, right? That's the part that we have to kind of look into, right? And that's the tough part that we need to figure out. Let's look at these enemies here. I don't think yeah, does it come with the enemies, this thing? Yeah, it comes with the enemies. Yeah, but they don't fit the same thing, right? They don't fit that sort of look, do they? These ones are really good. These ones are really good. This one's actually could fit. We could make them fit. We could just push them, like force them to fit. Yeah. Like this punchy guy and this one, you know, the walking one here. Like melee and a ranged one. This one ranged, but you know, more like stronger, like kind of a tank sort of enemy. This could work. This could work. Actually work. Yeah. These could work as enemies. I don't know how much they fit the looks of this. Probably not very much. Steampunk and steampunk looking and with cyberpunk sort of looking. I think there will be kind of a deviation there. They will look a bit. They might look a bit strange just mixing them up, but I don't know. We can make it work. I think. I don't know. What do you think? Is anyone there saying anything? If you're there, just joining now, seeing me struggle here, picking up the assets for this, say hello there. Say hello, and yeah, leave a like there. Yeah, there's not much development going on today. I'm very, very sorry. We're gonna do some development though. We're gonna look into the code. At least we're gonna look at what we have and try to figure out what we can do. But what we can do, what we could do next. But yeah, that's one option. That's one option. It's a stretch. It's a stretch. I'm not gonna lie. It's a big stretch, like a massive stretch. But it could work. It could definitely work. Because if you had like human characters like this, it could. Yeah, no, it wouldn't work with the human characters. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I'd probably use some kind of other type of character. I don't know. I'm torn. I am torn with this. Well, we have the other ones. Yeah, they have. Quaternius has this list of like this massive list of characters here, right? And these sort of black characters here that are, you know, like just all look the same, you know, uniform, kind of like that, right? So they all, you know, dark like this, and some of them are like alien looking, or ogres and things like that, you know, and that could, you know, there's people with animal faces and things like that. There's the mummy there. This could also kind of, we could pull this. I think we could in some cases, right? I mean, perhaps like we could use some of these as enemies. Yeah, could work. I don't know. Just playing around here. Just playing around. We're just trying things. Okay, we're just seeing what works or what doesn't. Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Let's at least at first. There's the monster pack here, the massive monster pack. Look at that. How many monsters you see there? You can make a monster like a pet monster game sort of thing, right? That you upgrade them and they fight, sort of like Pokemon sort of game. I could definitely work with this. You could do that with this. I wonder, you know, you can definitely come up with something with this, eh? Brilliant. Okay, let's do that. Let's work with that. Yeah, nothing here, I think, that we can use. No. Definitely worth for a shooter there. Shooter game. Very fun shooter game you can build with that. Hey? Lots of fun with that. Nothing here, right? Oh, this could be some really good enemies. They don't really fit the look at all, I think, but this is more like a steampunk sort of thing, right? More like a Mad Max. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. For at least for now. For now, this will be our towers. We will use these as towers. These towers win, I think. I love them. I really like them. We'll try them out. We'll put them in the game and see how it goes. And yeah, and we'll see what kinds of enemies we can put there that make sense. A fit. I don't know. Otherwise, we'll sort of change them. At least for now, we have decent placeholders for different things. An energy weapon. Missile launchers. Right? So a slower, like a ranged weapon, right? Like a range. That's range attack. Energy attack. And like a localized energy attack, like a throw at that character there. And yeah, and then proper melee, not melee, sorry, like HP damage, right? So sort of yeah, damage that would be covered by armor. I forgot how to call it. Yeah, but that's it, right? That's it. I think that will work for now. Okay, let's use that. Let's bring it into the game. And yeah, and we're gonna look at the things we could do with that. Oh, here's Nige. How's it going, Nige? How's it going, mate? There's a god champ for a tower defense type game at the moment. Oh, look at that. I didn't know. Like the game with monkeys and balloons. Very nice. Well, yeah, it's Godot, so it's not. Whoa, sorry. Let me move this camera a bit more. I think camera's a bit low in it. I don't know. Maybe I'm too far away or something. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to see when the camera comes out like this. But let's move the camera here. No, this is how we move the camera. Oh my god. Good to see you, Nige. Good to see you here, by the way. But yeah, that's a Godot, right? So I mean, if you want to do a tower defense with Godot, then that's good, right? Just do a tower defense with Godot. But yeah, it's. I mean, for Rogue Engine, that's yeah. Not much use right now for us, but yeah, let's bring this in. Okay, I'm just gonna download them and bring them into our scene and bring them, sorry, into the project. And yeah, and this has FBX files, you know. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna bring in the different towers, FBX towers. Okay. So yeah, let's download this. Download. Okay, it's downloading there. Doing good, Nige. Doing good. Thank you very much. Nige asking how I'm doing. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And yeah, we're just choosing assets, Creative Commons assets that we can put in the Tower Defense game. So yeah, here we're playing around with different ideas and seeing what we can do with them, right? Seeing what we can do with the different assets that we have. Currently, we have decided on the towers. We sort of have an idea which assets we could use for the enemies, but not fully decided yet. And yeah, and the idea is that this could be. I would like to have this be a sort of how do you call it? Like a template for a game, right? But if we reach a certain, I want to make it. I want to make it like a compromise between the community and I. Okay, let's reach a certain goal, and I release these as a template. Okay, let's reach a goal. Let's reach a goal because we need some quid pro quo here. Okay, it's not all give and never. Yeah, just let's try and grow the community. Let's try and grow. You know, bring more people in. I'm trying to get to 50 people on Twitch. There's only, I think, 9 people there on Twitch. So 9 followers. So yeah, trying to grow there. So if you can follow us on Twitch, give a like there, leave a comment, help us out there on Twitch. You know, that really helps. And we can release this as a package that you can use, you know, with all the tooling that we have there. So let's add here what we call it. We call it turrets. Yeah, turrets. Yes, we'll call them turrets. We'll bring them here. And let's look at it. Yeah, there you go. So we're going to extract in turrets. Yes. There you go. Okay. So I have the turrets here. I don't think yeah, do I need will I need anything else here? These are FBX files that I have here. So yeah, we'll have to see. Oh my god, we have a bot here. We have some kind of bot. We have some bot on Twitch telling us that the best viewers are somewhere there. It's starting to sell us viewers. We're not gonna buy viewers, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, so here we are. Okay, I'm gonna open the project again. Yeah, sorry about the delay that we have here now. That's a bit of a no, it's a bit of a bummer to have me here just fooling around with this, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Just a second, it's gonna be worth it. Okay, we're getting there. Yes. All right. Template sounds good, says Nige. Yeah, template. I think a template would do great, right? Would be amazing. The problem is that, of course, right? Template always, means that we don't have a template means that we don't have that many we don't make a game, right? We're not gonna be making a proper game. We're just gonna be making like the simple stuff. And so we're not gonna focus on releasing a game. We're gonna focus on making templates so that you can grab these things and use them to make a game, right? But yeah, like I said, right? I mean, I need some help. So if you help me out, I'll release this as a template. In fact, I'll open source the template so that people can look at the code and all that everywhere, and yeah, that would be. I think that would be interesting. Yeah. So let's let's bring these things in and play around with it. Okay. Reveal a file here. Yeah. Where are they? The turrets. Here they are. Okay. Copy. Oh my god. I mean, I just changed to I just upgraded to Windows 11 because he said I was going to lose support and all that, and I don't know. I'm not a fan yet. I'm probably never going to be a fan, but I'm a millennial, but I think I have a boomer inside. I have a proper boomer spirit sometimes. Sometimes I feel like a boomer, even though I'm a millennial. Or I don't know. I think Gen Xers feel like that sometimes as they were growing up. They start feeling like boomers. I think we all at one point become boomers. I don't know. I hope not. I hope I'm always myself. But yes, let's come here. Fun stuff. It's funny, isn't it? Nice says, I'm up for creating weapons. I suck at characters though. Yeah, characters are hard. But Quaternius, the one I showed you now, right? The Quaternius is really good at making characters. So you have some really awesome characters here you can use, right? I mean, go to quaternius.com, right? Quaternius.com. Help the guy out, just give him a donation, something, help him out. He has some amazing assets, Creative Commons, so you can use them in your game, and great characters with animations, with everything. So it's really, really good. And yeah, you can just use them here in Rogue Engine. So yeah, I recommend you go and try them out. Okay, let's come back here and try this. Okay, let's look at there you go. All right, we have a horrible little weapons there. Look at this thing, it's so bad. I mean, we could pass them out. We could really pass them out as good towers, right? We could totally make this a game and release it, don't we? We could totally do it. Absolutely. There we go. Our little towers there. Little working towers. Aren't they amazing? Yeah. Let's just a second. I need to do something before we keep going with this. Yeah, I need to make sure I don't every time I share the screen. Here's the thing, right? Every time I share the screen, I have to be careful, of course, mostly because of performance, right? I don't want to like make everything go while I'm sharing the screen. So when I'm opening and closing things, I try to just do that, and then sorry. No, press something else. What did I do? There. Yeah, I try to open things, and then close them, and then I show you the screen, afterwards. But yeah, let's come back here. Let's show you what I have here. No, this is Alt 2. I think I should do. See, I made a mistake there. I made a mistake there. There you go. Yeah. Here you are. Here you are. Okay. Oh, let's look back at our code here. What do we have? Okay. What do we have? We have a minion, projectile, shooting tower. This one that rotates. And these towers will need to rotate. The towers we have right now, they rotate. So that's a good thing. They're good towers to rotate. And the tower itself, right? The tower that you can use as the base tower to have like all kinds of different towers. I think all of our towers, in this case, all of them will just shoot. So they will all be shooting towers in this case. We will later add one tower that kind of spawns things. But for now, they will all be shooting towers. Like more like turrets, right? More like turrets that damage you. Okay. Let's try this out now. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Let's bring in the assets. Let's bring in the assets. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I really don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. Long. Laser quad. What is a laser quad? What is a laser quad? Oh, it's this thing, ain't it? Yeah, I know. What else do we have? What else do we have? What else do we have? There's a base for something, right? There's a base. Oh, the base for towers. Could be a nice base for towers, yeah. Right, where's to place the towers? Of course, yeah. That could work for placing the towers. Because these towers like no. Okay, we could put the base in places, and where we put the bases, we can instantiate the towers. That's good, right? So we can have like a base in places like we have a base here, and we click on the base, and you can instantiate the tower in that base. We have a system now. Very nice. Yeah, we have some kind of workflow there. Very, very cool. And we have this cannon. What is this cannon here? Wait. I'm instantiating from so far away that I'm not even seeing what I'm doing. Okay, this is a small one. This is more like a cannon, more than a cannon for us. It can be like a so dark. Let's lighten things up. Yeah, because it's we have the sun coming from the other side, right? So what we're gonna do is like the sun's super bright from this side coming in, right? So we're gonna put this sun at like 4, like that, right? We're gonna bring this in, and yeah, we're just gonna turn this a bit. Let's see. Oh, this one doesn't get affected, I think, much by this one, by the by this light. I think we need to change something in the materials. We may need to change something here. What is this? The font material, right? Yeah, because they're super dark. They're super dark. Yeah, but no, we may need to turn them into something else. Actually save these materials. Because we have, okay, which materials do we have? We have light and dark, okay, and all of our different towers are using the same materials, probably, right? Are going to be using light and dark. So let's fix that first, right? Let's fix that first. We have a cannon 3. You see, we have cannon 1, cannon 2, cannon 3. Let's bring the next one just to see it, right? Okay, because I don't know if we're going to be using this one specifically, so let's fix one that we're actually going to use and not anyone. Okay. Okay, here's gun. Here's gun. Okay. Oh, there you go. There's gun. Here we have the gun tower. This one we're going to use for absolutely, and probably this one, but this one we're going to use for sure. So, okay, we have light and dark, and they're all using the same. Okay, so let's fix that. Okay, so we're going to have our thing here. We're going to create a folder here. We're going to call it materials inside the turrets thing, right? And yeah, inside we're going to bring this dark thing, and we're going to save the dark material. We're going to call it turret dark there, right? And yeah, we're going to save it. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now we can play with it. We can do stuff with it, right? It's just a color, right? Apparently it's just, it doesn't have any kind of anything else, right? I mean, we can come here, look. Oh, okay, they're already using the tower dark one like that. Okay. Let's and let's call this one turret light, like that. Yeah, okay, it has colors, but they're very dark colors, very dark colors. Okay, so let's bring them here. Yeah, it's like a black and a very dark sort of red, right? Like, yeah, that's the thing, right? Okay, we can play with this, and we can turn it whatever we want. Okay, yes, let's do that. Okay, let's do that. We can make this into anything we want. So let's use a brighter color, and so that we can see them. Please help me out, because I'm gonna make a mess of this sign here. I'm gonna make a absolute disaster design here. Okay, so you need to help me out. You need to tell me if I'm doing it right, or if I'm being a total arse here myself. Okay, am I making an arse of myself here? Okay, am I making an arse of myself? You need to help me out and tell me if I'm making an arse of myself. I probably am. So I beg of you, so let me know if I am making an arse of myself. There you go. I think it looks nice. I think it looks good. I am surprised of how the colors look on it, because it's just threw some colors here. I didn't even think about it. So yeah, and we're going to be using the same two materials for all of them. So it's going to be two Drockles, all the towers. So that's really good. That's performant. And it works. Right? I mean, we could have we could have different colors for different towers, right? But different turrets. We could have like maybe 2 Drockles for each one of the towers and turrets. You know, turrets. We could have like each type of turret can have two different colors, or at least one different color that represents it. So we could sort of change that color for that type of turret. So we can have like a I say this one's this sort of bluish thing here, and the other one could be like the energy one could be more yellowish or something, or reddish or whatever, you know, and the other one could be more. So we can differentiate them in that way. Or they could be the same color as well, right? I mean, who cares? Yeah, let's bring those into this one here as well, right? This is a template. We're playing around. We can do whatever the fuck we want. That's the key here, right? That's key. We can do whatever we want. We could really do whatever we want. And there you go. There we go. And there we go. Look at that. I like this. I'm actually digging this. I'm actually digging this a lot. I think it looks good. I think it's decent. I think it's what you're looking for from yeah, I think it's what you want. This is what you want. This is what you want. Beautiful, beautiful. So we have our turret, our first turrets. I think they look nice. We can say for a fact that they look nicer than the things I built. 1000% better than the ones that I built. I mean, there's absolutely no doubt of that, is there? I mean, who can deny that? Who can deny the fact that they look much better than this garbage thing I created here, right? Can anyone deny that? Someone here saying, okay, let's look at the chat because people are talking in the chat and I'm not listening to the chat. I'm not even going to the chat. I need to listen to you. So who fucking knew it? How's it going, mate? Who fucking knew it? I'm cursing here. I'm just cursing for free. Beautiful to have you here, mate. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. And you always make, when you show up on Twitch, you know, my Twitch goes boop up, you know, because I usually have like 3 people on Twitch, and that's because you were there. So yeah, mate, just having you there, I mean, incredible. I can't really see the Twitch comments because I have the restream thing, so I can't see, you know, everything there is to see about Twitch. But lovely to have you here, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing up. And you could import, Simeon says, you could import that FBX to Blender, enable light view mode to see how colors works, and export it to GLB straight the engine. Yeah. I mean, I could definitely bring it on Blender and do a complete rework. But yeah, if we can avoid it, let's yeah, it looks good. Yeah, blue and gray, red and gray. Yeah, definitely blue and gray, red and gray, and using like a sort of tonality, you know, like a bluish tonality, things like that. Could like a grayish blue or a grayish red or something like that. I think it could look nice, like metallic kind of look, right? Grayish is always kind of gives you that vibe. Also, you will need to change the FOV of cameras so that you observe a scene in a more better angle. Yeah, you could. I mean, the FOV is a thing, right? Because when you move the FOV, it's going to create this fisheye look, right? So the sides are going to get like weird. So you could also create, like, if you have a bigger map, right? If you have a bigger map, you could make it so that it fits in your map, right? Think about this. This thing we have here. It's a small screen here, right? It's very small, right? So this is just a cut out of the browser, right? I imagine that. But if you put it on a full screen, it's going to look very, very big. Now, if you look at it on the on the phone, it's going to look a little smaller. But I've been playing a bit of how do you say, Kingdom Rush, I think is the name, Kingdom Rush. I'm playing a bit of that to like kind of get a feel of tower defense, and like just refreshing Kingdom Rush for myself. And yeah, and it's very, very small, very, very, very small, and that's I think that's a good thing for us, right? Because it means that we can actually go very small on the screen size, right, and all that, and we can just draw a map that is beautifully big and all that, and just add some mountains there, here and there, just to have cover up the enemies coming in, right, things like that. And just to trick the eyes, right? Just have a bigger map, and the side that we want to look at is just very much in the middle there, and yeah, to focus on what we want to focus on, right? But I think, yeah, that could work. I'd rather not stretch the eye, I'd rather not stretch the FOV a lot, right? The field of view, it will just destroy your sides, right? Your sides are looking fisheye, and yeah, I don't want that. Says Hugh Funking New. It says hello. Twitch takes consistency and effort to get right, so don't feel bad. You're just starting. Thank you, mate. Yes, indeed, I'm just starting, and yeah, indeed, it's hard. Twitch is hard. Also because Twitch doesn't have like all the other features, all the other stuff that YouTube has, right? Because you can have like your videos there, and there's discoverability and all that on YouTube that is a lot easier than on Twitch, right? I think I don't know. I mean, someone might be looking for something while I'm live. Like while I'm live, people will find me on Twitch, and if they don't find me while I'm live, they won't find me. But if they can find me, but they might find me on YouTube, right, from one of my videos, or they can find me yeah, somewhere. But so if you're watching this and you like game development content, you know, we're doing these things, so you follow, give me a follow, help me out there. I'm trying to get a 50. I'm trying to find out a good goal to turn this, instead of turning this into a game, I want to turn this into a template so that you can turn it into a game. But I need your help. We need to get to 50. Come on, let's do it. Let's get to 50 on Twitch. Come on. I don't know if that should be the I think it's going to take a while to get to 50. I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can do it sooner. But if we can, definitely if we get to 50, I will 100% release it as a tool, as a free tool for you to use in here and make a game with it. So let's get to 50. Come on, let's get to 50. Probably less. I don't know. I don't want to be so demanding, you know. But yeah, there needs to be some kind of quid pro quo here, right? I'm doing this for you. You do something for me, right? You go and follow me. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. All right. I'll see me on SS, because right now you have actually more details to observe. And therefore must be more closer to what is happening. Yeah, but okay, zoom camera. Yeah, that's what we were talking about before. Yes, and Hugh Funkin' says, well, you know, you can make your row games into a stream overlay and hook to chat commands. Oh, look at that, very nice. Made a few vanilla JS, THREE.js stream things. That would be really cool. A row engine. I got that, yeah. Very, very cool. Yeah, that would be really nice, actually, yeah, to have that as some kind of overlay there to kind of play around. That would be really cool. Yeah, all right. Let's go back to making games. Let's go back to making games because we have a couple more people there on Twitch. If you're there on Twitch, you want to say hello there in the chat. Tell hello, crazy bald-bearded dude. What are you doing? Why are you so weird? Yeah, just tell me that. Tell me something nice and something horrible if you want. Don't matter. It's all very, very fun. It's all for the sake of fun. You know, I don't care. I care. I like it. I like it. Okay. So we have this is a cannon. Should this be a cannon or a kind of more like a missile launcher? What I'm sure of is that I want this to be like a range weapon, right? Like a range weapon. That's for sure. We want that. We want this to be a range weapon. Sorry. No. A cannon is a range weapon. Oh my god. Oh, English. I can speak English. I promise that I can speak in English. Some days. Only on Saturdays. When I'm drunk, I can speak in English. Yes, probably. I think I can speak in English when I'm drunk and when I'm eating mushrooms. What I mean is that I think this should be a area attack weapon, so that it falls in one place and breaks apart a bunch of people around it, right? So it damages more than one enemy, right? It should have some kind of range, right? More towards the middle than towards the outside, but it should have a range. It should have a range. And so we're gonna have a nice little script there to show you how to make a ranged weapon, an area. I said range again. I said range again. I keep saying range. If I keep saying range, should I keep saying range? It's a ranged weapon. A cannon is a ranged weapon. Should we have a close, no range cannon? Just blows up right there. Just boom, just blows up. Very nice weapon. Very good weapon to have, right? You want a cannon that just blows up when you shoot? We could do that. Very easy. Very, very easy. We could totally do it. Ah, my goodness. My goodness. People are living on Twitch, you see? Because I make this many mistakes, people leave on Twitch. They say, who's this guy? What is he doing? What is he doing? Is he actually going to teach us to make games? They're actually going to show us how to make games? It's crazy. I mean, look at him. Okay. So this will be a cannon for now. Okay, this will be a cannon for now. And this will be a gun for now, okay? A gun turret. So it'll be a cannon turret. And this will be a gun turret. Let's call it that, okay? Let's call it that. Let's call it that. All right. How about we make our first replacement? Would you like that? Would you like to see that? I would very much like to see that because I hate watching this thing. Oh my god, I hate watching this thing. Look how horrible it looks. Look how horrible it looks. Let's bring it here. Let's just replace it from this thing. Just bring it here. Yes. Let's put it there. 0, 0, 0. There it is. We have the cylinder here and has a barrel there. So instead of there, it's gonna have it where it's gonna be the barrel. It's gonna be somewhere here. Let's put it over there. There you go. There you go. There you go. That was easy. That was easy. Too easy, I would say. Too easy. I'm concerned. I'm pretty concerned about this actually. Okay, let's go here and let's remove. Let's just hide it for now. Let's just hide it. Just hide it. Yeah, just hide it for now. There you go. Let's just hide it. Let's just hide it. Okay, here we go. There we go. We have a weapon. We have a weapon. We have a weapon. There you go. There it is. Hey, look at that. It will rotate. It will. I promise it will rotate. I promise that it will rotate. And oh, in fact, we can make it bigger. I think we should make it bigger. I think yeah, we could make it bigger, right? We could absolutely make this bigger. In fact, we'll bring this out for a second. Okay, we'll bring this out for a second. The barrel. We'll bring the barrel out for a second. All right, because this barrel is 1 1 1 1 1. Okay, let's make this. I know. 6. 6. This is so small. 2. No. 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 Doesn't work that way. 5. 5. Okay. Let's bring it out for a second because I think. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, I know what happened. Okay. Okay, let's bring it back in and try it just to see how it looks. But then we'll need to change it. I'll show you why we need to change it and how. Okay. Yeah, we can barely see it, right? I mean, that's not even there, is it? Like, where is it? Hello, weapon. Where did you go? Where did you go? Disappear. It disappeared. Where are you, tower? Right, where are you, turret? Turret. Come back. Where are you? Where are you? This just disappeared. What happened to you? What happened to you? What the fuck? Ah, beautiful. Is that what you were looking for? Is that what you were looking for today? Is that the thing you came looking for tonight? How nice. How nice. Let's go look at the materials. Some disaster happened right now. Some disaster happened right now. I don't really know what disaster happened, but some kind of disaster happened. So let's go look at it. Let's go look at what happened. Go away. I broke something. I broke some. Just so we're clear, I broke something. Something got destroyed. Something got. Yeah. Let's hit play again. Yeah, and you see that something broke. You can see there that something got bad. Got bad. I don't know what broke, but something got broken. Let's see, who is it? Would it be possible to push a game out through an app? What do you mean push a game out through an app, mate? It's just let me know that what you mean. Push a game out through an app. Let's fix the sizes now. Let's fix the sizes now of this thing, because I think we need to fix the sizes 100%. Yeah, we need to fix the sizes. This is not good with the sizes we have. I'm going to show you what the problem is here. We actually made these 2, 1, 2. This is a problem. It shouldn't be like that. It should all be 1 and 1, right? Sorry, not 21. 1. Okay. This is how it should be. Okay. I actually made a mistake when I did that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have expanded this. Usually you want your parent thing to be 1, 1, 1 in scale. Okay, scale. I didn't even say what I was talking about. 1, 1, 1 in scale. Okay, I'm thinking it in my head. I'm not saying it with my mouth, and it's just, yeah. But yeah, 1, 1, 1 in scale means that the inner parts should be the ones that actually change size. So if I want this to be 2 and 2, right, I should change these things to be bigger, right, and not the actual turret thing, right? That makes more sense, right? That makes more sense, right? That's usually what we want. Okay, so we're not going to use this anyway. We're going to change this. So we don't really care right now. We don't really care about that right now, but we want this to be 1, 1, 1. Okay, that's what matters. This should be 1, 1, 1. All right. So let's change that. Let's change that. Let's change this, and sometimes you see me stop there. I'm going into the chat and looking. So if you say hello there, if you say something there, I'm gonna be monitoring the chat. I don't have the chat like visible, so I have to like stop and go look at the chat and open it up on OBS there. Have the restream thing there on OBS to look at the chat. So if you say hello there, I'm gonna go look. Okay. Let's bring back the turrets. Let's bring back the turrets. Okay, we had the gun turret, right? We had the gun turret. Gun 10. I don't know, gun 10. Which one we want? Okay, we had this gun. Okay, we had this gun. How big do we want our gun to be? Also, let's look at gun 10. How's that? Wow, that's a big gun, isn't it? Whoa, big gun. Bring out the big guns. Okay. Let's make this. Let's bring out the materials for the gun. Material. And let's make it turret dark and turret light. I'm gonna go close so you can see what's happening. Okay. Turret dark. Turret light. We should have saved. See, we didn't save. That's what happens now because we didn't save, and now we're suffering the consequences of not saving our scene. So don't be like me. Save your scenes, okay? Don't be like me. Save your scenes. Let's be clear about it. Don't be like me. Save your scenes. And let's call this gun turret. Okay. And we're gonna make it. We're gonna increase its size. 2, 2, and 2. Is that too big? Is that too big? Is that a bit too big? I don't know. Maybe it's too tall, right? We want something. We want this to be a bit like that, probably, right? We don't want it to be that tall, right? We probably want it to be like there, yay tall, yeah. So we'll use the base, like we'll set up the like the base tower, right? So we can turn them around with the other base, okay? And we'll fit them to the place we want them to be with the other base, right? Because this base here. Yeah, this base is removable actually, right? We can remove this base and use another base, like one of the bigger bases, and have that be like the base, the actual base that we use for everything. Yeah, but the whole base thing here can be removed, and we can use the pole there to set our tower to the height we want. But yeah, I would like the tower to be a different height. Yeah, so for now we're just going to bring it down a bit like this. Probably could even make it bigger, I think. Should we make it bigger? No, let's do it like that. Let's do it like that, and let's bring the base up for now. Just for now, we're just going to bring the base up like this. Okay, there you go. So it looks better. There it is. I like that size. I like that size. I think it's good. Let's bring these in here. Let's pull it where it should be. Okay, yeah, let's hide it. Okay, we the Y, we shouldn't change the Y. We shouldn't have changed the Y. Sorry. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. Let's bring the barrel out. Yes, let's bring this. Let's remove this as well. We don't care about that. Okay, we don't care about that anymore. Let's bring this down to whatever we want it to be, about yay high. I think yay high is fine. And now the barrel, whatever it needs to be, right? About there. How's that look? Oh, it looks good. All right. There's the barrel, and there's our tower. And now we save the scene. We save the scene. We save it this time. There it is. Okay. Okay, let's see how it looks. Let's see how it looks. There. Look at that. Looks good. Looks nice, doesn't it? Ah, it looks like a proper game thing, right? That doesn't look bad at all. It doesn't look bad at all. I actually like that. Let's duplicate this one. So we can have two of these. There you go. There. Very nice. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. That's nice. I like this. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with that. Yeah, we need some kind of a more appropriate environment. I think this is too shiny now. I think this is due for, you know, like another kind of environment. We need something more gloomy, probably. I don't know. I think. I don't know. I like this. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I think it's looking better. Much better now. I like our towers. I like our little towers. Thank you, Quaternius. Thank you, Quaternius. If you have been watching this for a bit, these towers are from quaternius.com. Quaternius have created common assets and some amazing Creative Commons assets that you can use in your games however you want. And so I just want to motivate you not just to go into quaternius.com and look at these assets. Also, we looked at Kenny's assets, kenny.nl, and yeah, we decided on these turrets. But I encourage you to go there to use their assets and to give them a follow, of course, on the social media, and to donate if you can. To donate to the artists who are making art for free for everyone. You know, that's You know, that's big. That's big of them. You know, they've been doing it for a while now, you know, and incredible stuff. You know, you have these assets you can use in your games, you know, and they look really nice. They look really, really nice. Look at that. I mean, yeah, compared to the garbage I had before, they definitely an upgrade. I mean, massive upgrade. I mean, and compared to lots of things, I mean, they're a massive upgrade. I mean, they're really good. They're properly good. Okay, save scene. Okay, let's look at chat, see if anyone's saying anything. No, nobody's saying anything. Come on, am I alone here? Are you just gonna say hello? Hello, anybody there? Come on, mate. Come on. By the way, Nika D, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for being there. I didn't notice that you were new here. Thank you very much for joining us there, asking a question. But I will you ask, do you think it's possible to create a game app using these tools? Yes, you can create games. In this case, this is but this will produce. Rogue Engine will produce a website, a static website you can drop anywhere. You can use it on Ionic to make an app for Android, for anything like that. You can use it you can drop it in a server. The best way to use this, right? The best way to use any of your, if you have a static website, okay, and your game is a static website that loads anywhere in the world, the amazing thing is that someone with a browser in any device, right, they can just open your game, and you don't have to pay Google, you don't have to pay, Apple, you don't have to pay anyone. You don't have to go through their app service thing to update your app. You don't have to do all that. No, you just upload your app to some website, to some static server. Okay, it's a website. It's a website, which is amazing, right? itch.io. There, Hugh Funking Newitt says, have you tested an itch.io? You can definitely go into itch.io and drop your apps there. itch.io, and they are, I think itch.io, I'm going to say something about itch.io. And itch.io, I think, is like this bastion for indie developers, this massive bastion of hope for indie developers, right? I don't know how much money they make. I don't know how can they sustain the business model they have, because they're very generous with the indies. It's incredible, really. And you can just upload, because here's the thing, right? Here's a funny thing. itch.io has no way to make money with your browser games. But you can actually publish them on itch.io for free. And people can play them. And you have like this website there to publish them. I mean, there are these heroes there without capes or anything, right? It's just publishing your game there and giving you some really nice tools, and they don't charge anything for it, because they have no way to monetize in any way that. So, you know, I actually asked Leaf, like, how do you monetize it? How much is this browser game thing? He said the vast majority of things we have is browser games, but we don't make games with browser games. Like, what, Leaf? Come on. You're not making any money with these. I mean, and they are hosting them for you. They are hosting all these things for you, and they're publishing them, right? I think, yeah, that's very generous of them. So you can just have them on itch.io, just publish your website, the thing there. And yeah, you can definitely monetize with their tooling. I think they have things to monetize. I don't know if you can monetize. I think you can monetize web games with it, and you could help them with that, right? You can help them with that, and give them a share of what you're making through something else. By, you know, I think they have this for things that they sell. They have a like an income sharing thing, which is nice. You know, help them out. You know, help people out who are giving you all this stuff for free. 100% donate. Yeah. Yeah, Hugh Funking New is saying that's crazy. Yes, the hosting is free and good network speed. 100%. Yeah, donate. Yes, donate to these people. I mean, give them some money. so that we can keep having nice things, right? That's the thing. We love nice things, right? But can we keep having nice things? We just use them and no ever pay for them, no ever do anything for them. You know, it's like, I think there needs to be some kind of quid pro quo to keep things alive, right? Or even just to keep people motivated working on stuff. Think how horrible it is to just work in open source. It's demanding. People are always asking for things and never, just never even contributing, just demanding things and being ugly and horrible. And then you have to keep building, and that's so bad. Being an open source contributor, being an open source developer, like proper, I think it changes you, right? And these people just start there with lots of enthusiasm, and then they go and hate life or something. I don't know. You have to really love it. You have to really love to do that, right? And you have and people just, then a big company coming in, grabbing everything you did, just copy pasting it and building like was it pure AI? And they grab the cursor stuff and just say, oh, here we go, just copy paste, and they didn't change anything or anything, right? And just said, go with Y Combinator, and Y Combinator just bring them up like that. It's just give them 500k. How's that? How nice is that? Just copy paste some repo somewhere and get 500k. Beautiful, right? And I think they went on to raise more money then. Beautiful. I think they got like 1 million, 2 million or something like that. So it's, it's open source. Open source has its things. So yeah, always help out people who are making all these things. Yeah. And yes, and I won't get tired of promoting 3JS and bringing a platform around 3JS. I think that's my thing now. But yes, well, it's been my thing for a while now, but yeah. But yeah, it's nothing what I'm doing compared to what these people who are giving out Creative Commons shit for free and a bunch of hosting for free and all these things for free. Just help them out. Big statement to make there. All right, so we need a different environment here. We definitely need a different environment here, but we have a game that we can play. We have something here that we're building, something nice, something we can play with 100%. And yeah, so let's look at how we can improve this, right? We're probably going to be bringing in some other you know what I'm actually gonna bring in the enemies now. I'm gonna use so that we don't need to like animate them. So right now I'm gonna bring in the little robots. Okay, I'm gonna bring in the little robots. Who fucking knew? Saying, yeah, man, 3JS is the future. I think it's the present. The problem is that most people don't realize that they can actually have their games, without having their overloads, the Google and all these guys overloads just paying them 30% of what they do, and all that. And it's like you're paying taxes over taxes, because you have to pay that and then you have to pay taxes. It's like, so you're paying taxes to Google, taxes to Apple, taxes to, then to government, and then, I mean, it's like everyone's a big, massive company making millions, and then you just try to make a living out of, the stuff you do. So bad. So yeah, I mean, if you can have a website, and these people each are just giving you that for free. I mean, it's crazy. And you can also publish to like Crazy Games or Crazy Games as an amazing website. I mean, the improvement that I've seen in Crazy Games website is magnificent. Kudos to them. Beautiful. And they've really improved it. Pokey is very approachable. I'll give them that. Like, Pokey is very approachable. But I very much like the I very, very much like Crazy Games website, what they're doing with it. I think it's amazing. By the way, I'm looking for the assets. I'm doing, because I'm opening up stuff, new stuff, and bringing coming into my files and all that. So I'm doing that right now, because I think I have them somewhere here, and looking for them as we I don't have a way to share. It's just one window right now. I think on Windows doesn't work that well on Windows. So yeah, I have no chance but to do it this way right now. I'm very, very sorry that I'm just leaving, putting you behind the curtain here. You know, I'm very, very sorry. But I think it's the best way we can handle that right now. Yeah, let's go for this here. Okay. Oh, okay. I think we're here. Okay. I think I have them here. Space environment. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Stairs, ramp, house cylinder. Do we have the robots here? Do we have? Oh no, this is not it. This is not it. It's the other one. Is the what's the name of the package? Oh, the name of the pack was the one with the robots here. It's the one with the robots. Cyberpunk game kit. Right, Cyberpunk game kit. All right, more like Cyberpunk. There you go. So we have these enemies. Yeah, that's what we're going to use. We're gonna bring the enemies from this. Okay. And yeah, and we're gonna try them out. So I'm just gonna paste them there in the in our game folder. All right, just be back with you in a second. I'll be back with you in a second. Don't be anxious. Just wait a second. Just 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, why do they change these things? Windows, you don't need to change those things. It was working before. Just give me a Windows 11. Trying to change the things that don't need to be changed. Why? Why? No need for it. No need for it. Really. Nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for this, mate. Nobody ever asked for this. Why? Okay. Let's look at this. Let's see. Do we have anyone here? Do we have? I think we have like 3 people on YouTube, mate. Wow, it's a lot. And we have like 3 people on Twitch. Well, we have 3 people on Twitch. Actually, that's a lot. That's a lot of people for Twitch. Yeah, but we have very few people on YouTube right now. We are struggling with views right now. Probably boring you to hell. Okay, let's bring this. Yeah, Windows 11 in general. Nigel saying truth there, speaking truth. Windows 11 has so much junk. 100%. I mean, Windows has always had so much junk, right? And Hugh Funky New is saying, yeah, it's why the future. Why the future? Because everyone needs to catch up. Yeah, which is crazy, right? I mean, how are people still needing to catch up with 3JS? Come on. I mean, come on. It's silly. It's silly by now, right? It's silly. Absolutely silly. Also, something I thought before was that we could have enemies actually instantiate, kind of like instead of instantiating, we could make him instantiate like together, but in different points here, right? Am I showing you the screen? Yeah, I'm showing you the screen. So you could have them like in different parts of the road, because right now they're coming in like in line. I don't really like how that looks. We could have like 2 lines and things like that, but I think it would be much better if we can have them like no information like that, so they can come in sort of out of line, misaligned or something like that. I think that would work nice, right? And then instead of coming into the center line here, right, and making the waypoints, right, because they here, instead of instantiating exactly here, we can instantiate them around this point, and then in this point, like, we can make them come somewhere around this point, right? And yeah, and I think that would make it look interesting, like more interesting. It would create this sort of more dynamic, more natural look, right? The yeah, at least one thing that could work is making them turn a bit sooner or a bit later, something like that. That could also make them, if you turn sooner, right, you will come in through here. If you turn later, you will come in through here, right? So that would also make sense. Yeah. That could be a way to do that. But okay, something to try, something to think about. But right now, let's change the enemies. Let's change the enemies thing. We have these ones that are very nice, right? This ones look quite nice, right? These ones look nice, but we'll have to do the animations now. I don't think we have enough time. Do we have enough time to add animations? Add proper animator? Do we have time to add a proper animator? Because we could just bring this one in, right? Look at this. Bring this one in, just like that. What's this have? Just one arm? Just one arm? One arm lad. Just one arm lad. Why do you have one arm, mate? Just... Are they just missing an arm? Or is it like that? Is it like that, or is it missing an arm? Whoa, mate. You're too bright. You're too bright. What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Why are you so bright? Okay, no. Oh, it has the lights and everything in it, doesn't it? Weird lad. Weird lad. These ones are cool too, eh? This one's really cool. Look at that. Look at that. How nice is this, eh? How nice is this? This one's really cool. Yeah. Why are the GLTFs missing parts? Seems like, yeah, it seems like GLTF ones are missing parts. I don't know why. They definitely look better than the FBX counterparts. I don't know why. They shouldn't look different. They should look more or less the same. But they're missing things. It's really strange. There it is. What is this? What's going on with this one? Yeah, this one's good though, right? Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Oh, good. We have this one. I think melee one is the first one though. Probably. I don't know. Armored or unarmored enemy, right? Could be. This one is probably armored, right? Has armor in it. And this one is unarmored, but it shoots from behind, right? Just shoots from far away. This one's like a tank kind of thing, right? That could work. That could probably work. So when we bring in our troops, our little troops that come out from somewhere, because we create this little, this little spawn places. That could be a place. That could be a thing that works, right? That could be the way to go. All right. Okay. Let's try this out. Let's try with the let's try with this one. Let's use this one. Okay. Let's just remove everything else. At least use that one because we can use that one just to just for the looks for now, and then we can use. I think the next one is this one. We should definitely use this one. 100%. Look, the thing walking around, that would be beautiful. That would be absolutely gorgeous. That would look gorgeous. Beautiful. All right, let's remove this. And okay, this is the one we're going to use. Yeah, this one I don't think we have much use for right now, right? Because what's it going to do right now, right? But I don't know. But let's here. Let's remove this one for now. But we're going to use this one. And okay, what are we going to do with you right now? Oh, so many materials. Oh my god, this is bad. This is not good. So many materials. So many draw calls all going on at the same time. All going off. Droggles. Yeah, this one's so much better. No, more or less the same, actually. Yeah. This is usually what you want. Problem is that we're missing an arm. For some reason, we have one of our arms is missing. So I'll probably bring another one. I think I have another one that works perfectly fine. For some reason, this is missing an arm. I really don't know why it's missing an arm. Let's see if... Can we see the thing, all the model parts, to see if one of them is hidden or something? This one doesn't have an arm. Weird. Okay. Let's use the other one though. Just use this one. Has so many materials, but let's use it anyway. Okay. And this will be the enemy right now. This will be the enemy we will be fighting against or something. Okay. Oh my god, has so many materials. So many materials. Let's see. Let's make this there. And some there. There's specular. What has a specular? Ah, has a specular one there. All right. And this one here. What's this? Let's change this. Let's change this to more. Oh, that's the eye in the middle there. Okay. What else does this have? Nothing else. Oh no. 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 What's the main color here? Here it is. There you go. Let's change it to something more, something brighter here, right? See, changing something brighter there. Yeah, there you go. Something brighter. Yeah, we want. Oh no, it mixes up with the road too much. Mixes up with the road too much. Let's make it a more reddish color, right? Reddish color like that. There you go. There you go. And can we see it or not? It's too small. Also, it's too small, right? It's too small. Yeah, it's too small. People probably telling me, hey, it's too small. No, nobody even talking. Nobody even talking. I don't know. Nobody even saying hello. How rude. How rude. How rude of you. Not even saying hello to this guy. So, that's so bad. So mean. So mean. Okay, let's look for a color here, okay? Shiny yellow. Very shiny, horrible, shiny yellow, okay? Let's use that. There. Yeah. That? No. I think the orange is better, but we actually need to... I think the orange is better, but we need to... how is it called? Yeah, there. But we'll need to make it bigger. 100% make it bigger. Okay, let's do 2 and 2. Probably too big. Probably too big. Let's look. Let's look from behind. It's okay. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think this is the armored guy that's just gonna come and beat you up. Okay. So yeah, this is the one we're going to use. This is a good size. This is a good size for a minion. Okay. Let's use that. Let's use that. Let's come here and bring our look. Oh, look. You're gonna. How does it compare to our? What does look better? Do you think this would be a much better minion than this? What do you say? What do you say? What do you think? Should we just replace it, or should we have? Should we keep these? Right, this box. Oh, how nice to have this box, right? Don't you want to keep the box? Don't you like the box? Don't you like a little box there? Oh, mate, come on. Do you like a little box? Let's remove this sphere. Let's bring this guy to 0. And 0 there. There you go. There you go. Ah, that's what we want. That's what we want. Okay. Okay, and now we just save it here. And there it is. There it is. Let's remove it. And now, there you go. There we have it. There's our... Oh, look, them coming in. Whoa, 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 whoa. There it is. Very, very nice. Okay. I think it looks good. I think it looks, I mean, it makes it definitely brings up the game a lot. Because previously, I mean, it was absolute crap, wasn't it? Absolute garbage. And now it looks decent. Very decent. Can we change the color of this thing? Let's change the color to something. I'm trying to do some magic here, the magic trick to make it look better, but it's not going to look better. It's 100% not going to look better. It definitely isn't. Ah, what am I doing here? No, it's two different colors here. It's two very different colors. No. We can't improve this. We can't improve this. I'm going to make something new with this. Something looks. I don't like how this looks. This looks so we need to actually change the little bit. Here. But here. See? It's looking good. I like it. It's nice. Let's get also. You can see it better, right? It's not nice. It's not. I like it. Okay. We could just change these because I still do shooting when we replaced it. And this one was trying to shoot position shooting. The problem is that one of the happens is before we get to change the barrel when duplicate it. When it duplicates, you have to change the barrel in component. I said we have the image that you have a barrel and change it again. Because it's not barrel useful. When I go and duplicate it, otherwise you can never know what the rest is doing. So, yeah, that's it. I see that, and now this one, there, now it's even going to line, basically. It's looking like some range, run for range. Okay, this one's now it's working. Alright. Yeah, I think we have something very nice. We have something that is lines and nicer. We need to start thinking about now that we have different values that we can how we can upgrade them. We know how we can upgrade we know how they're going to look. We know how enemies are going to look. We know how our environment will look now. Quite nice idea. So yeah, we could probably bring in some other assets as well, like some mountains there to like cover places, cover spots, and all that, and sort of put some constraints there. I don't know. Let's try it out. And yes, and so tomorrow I'm coming back live tomorrow. Well, either tomorrow or Sunday or both days, depending on, yeah, it will depend a bit, but I think I'll be coming back tomorrow. And what will we do tomorrow? Well, tomorrow we will handle. What will we handle tomorrow? What do we need to do? Let's look at our code and what do we have? Oh no! Hello? Okay, let's I'm trying to look at the I'm looking at the uh, oh my god, yeah, the camera went off. I see the camera just disappeared. Which means that, yeah, the camera disappeared. Okay. Oh my god. Um, just a second. Let me look at the I probably need to change the oh, where is it? Where is it? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me well now or not? My goodness. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see if you can hear me now. There you go. I think you can hear me there now. Let's oh, okay. I forgot to plug my phone. I forgot to plug in my phone, and my battery died. And so I don't have a camera. I don't have a camera because my phone died. Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot to plug in the phone. this was bound to happen one day, and it happened today. So yeah, so you can hear me now, okay? Sometimes the audio just decides, hey, I don't want to cooperate, and just goes. And it just dies. Beautiful, thank you for letting me know. Can you? Yeah, there. I'm just testing that it's the microphone, so sorry I kind of hit you there, but yeah, I'm trying to turn on the phone, but the phone died completely. Like the battery went completely bust, like died, and it has 0 battery. So now it's starting to load. Okay, so we will not have me in front of the camera for now. Okay, I'm very sorry to disappoint you with no showing my ugly mug in front of you, but yeah, I'm very sorry about that. We're just gonna have to make do with watching only the screen here. And yes, so let's be happy about having these things working here. I really like what we have. I think it looks good. What's the last thing that was heard well? Because I don't know what things that I said were here well or not, were heard well or not. But what I was saying is that I will be coming back tomorrow, and because I don't even know what time did the messages of the audio go and bust. When you have no sound. It was orange is closer to brown, no contrast here. Oh, I wasn't reading the chat. Yeah, I wasn't reading the chat. Maybe they didn't apply symmetry on the one-armed models. Yeah, probably didn't apply symmetry. Oh, I should have been reading the chat. Make them look blue. Yeah, I didn't want to make them look blue like the towers, because the towers our turrets are bluish, right? So I didn't want to make them look so similar to our the towers look too similar to the enemies look too similar to the turrets, because rather I would rather like have our I'd rather just have our enemies like our own robots or things that we're going to be fighting there to be yeah, to have I think we will have some kind of drones there or something, and I would like them to be bluish, right? To be more the color that we represent, and then maybe the enemies be something else. I don't know. The thing is, I'll be coming back tomorrow to do. We'll see what we need to do. Okay, we'll see what do we need to do. So we have a shooting tower, right? We have projectiles and minions there. So what we want to do tomorrow is, first of all, I'd like to change the paths of the minions. I'd like to improve the way that we are instantiating the minions. I think we should do that with the road thing, right? I mean, having them instantiate instead of just exactly in that point, right? Just around this point and move around to this, like to the around this point, turn around this point, right? And not just turn exactly right, like a bit after or a bit before, something like that. And yeah, I think that's more or less what we're looking at, what we're looking for. And yeah, and that will most definitely make our game look more natural, I think. Simply because we'll be instantiating them in different parts, and they will be coming more or less around this part. And yeah, we could actually just make it so that they look for the closer point here, something like that. I don't know. It's an interesting problem to think about, because we don't want to have one coming here and trying to come around here, right? We want them all to sort of, if you instantiate here, probably you should try to come all the way here, right? And like more in a straight line, and not just, okay, let's cross around this thing. So yes, should we use a star here? Should we actually bring in a star? That's a good question. Like bring in some, search algorithm like that. The sound went just after you swapped the enemies and did the first run. Oh wow, so long ago. That was a while back. Wow, yeah, so everyone left on Twitch. Disaster. This is a disaster. I don't know why this happens, honestly. I don't know what this happens. And it's bad. It's bad because it hurts the live stream, right? It hurts the video. I don't want it to go that bad. And I don't like to be just talking with everything going bad like that. I need to have some kind of monitoring somehow. I don't know, because I have no way of knowing until you tell me. Shit, man. I should have the chat. I should have somehow a way to have the chat in front of me, in order so that you can tell me if it's going bad, and I can see it, right? But the fact that, wait, what's going on? Okay, the phone is starting. Okay, the phone is starting. But yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, we're done for today. We're done for today because the phone is not. It's not worth just bringing in the camera for 1 minute more. So let's say goodbye and forget this happened. It's just me and probably one more person there on Twitch. I don't think is there's anyone else there on Twitch. If you're there on Twitch, if you're there on YouTube, thank you so much for being there. I'm very sorry about all the problems we had here in the live stream, in the last bit here. I don't have a secondary monitor that I can use right now. I should probably invest in one, somewhere I can use my yeah, I can somewhere I can see what's going on. So crap, mate. Okay, but thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And okay, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll think of a way to kind of fix this problem with the chat. I don't know if I can have something else like some other computer there or something, some monitor of the chat, just to be looking at it and make sure that people are actually not hearing any kind of BS. But yeah, again, thank you so much for joining me. I don't think there's anybody watching on YouTube or anyone else. Thank you all. Thank you for joining me. And what else was I going to say? Oh, yes. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be probably same time as today. I am going to leave the scheduling thing. So go look at the schedule, and it's going to be a schedule on YouTube. I can't set up the schedule on Twitch. I don't know why it doesn't work there to have like the automated schedule. So let's use the one on YouTube, okay? Look at the schedule on YouTube. It's going to be a new one there showing up. So subscribe to YouTube for the schedule. And if you want to watch on Twitch, you can watch on Twitch. I'm going to be always on both. All right, people? Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.